Lone Survivor is a war survival drama based on the true story of Operation Red Wings, a failed Navy SEAL mission in Afghanistan in 2005. The story begins in Afghanistan, where a dangerous Taliban commander named Ahmad Shah is leading attacks against U.S. forces and local Afghan allies. He is responsible for the deaths of several American soldiers and is believed to be hiding in the mountains with his fighters. To find and capture him, the U.S. military sends a four-man Navy SEAL reconnaissance team deep into the mountains. The team includes Marcus Luttrell, Michael Murphy, Danny Dietz, and Matthew Axe Axelson. Their mission is simple in theory: secretly observe Ahmad Shah, confirm his location, and report back so a larger force can move in. The four SEALs are highly trained, but the mission immediately becomes difficult because the terrain is extremely steep, rocky, and covered with thick forest. They must move carefully and quietly while carrying heavy equipment. Radio communication is also unreliable because of the mountains. After reaching a position above a small village, they finally spot Ahmad Shah and a group of armed Taliban fighters. The team realizes the enemy force is much larger than expected. Instead of a small group, there are dozens of heavily armed fighters. The SEALs begin gathering information, but before they can safely leave, three local goat herders accidentally discover them. This puts the team in an impossible situation. The goat herders are unarmed civilians, but if released, they could alert the Taliban. The SEALs debate what to do. Killing the civilians would be morally wrong and could create serious consequences, but letting them go could expose the entire mission. After discussing it, they decide to release the goat herders. It is the humane choice, but it quickly proves dangerous. Soon afterward, the Taliban is alerted to the SEALs' location. The four men try to escape down the mountain, but they are attacked by a large group of Taliban fighters. The team is badly outnumbered and trapped on a steep hillside. They are forced into a brutal firefight while trying to retreat. The fighting becomes chaotic. The SEALs fire back, but the Taliban have the advantage of numbers and position. To get away from the gunfire, the four men jump and roll down the side of the mountain. The fall is incredibly violent. They hit rocks, trees, and the ground repeatedly, suffering serious injuries. Despite broken bones, cuts, and exhaustion, they keep fighting. Danny Dietz is hit and becomes severely wounded. Michael Murphy, the team leader, realizes they desperately need help. Their radio signal is too weak from their position, so Murphy makes a decision that will cost him his life. He leaves cover and climbs into an open area where he can get a clear signal. Standing exposed to enemy fire, he calls for reinforcements and reports that his team is surrounded. He is shot several times, but he completes the call before collapsing. His act of courage gives the military a chance to send help. Back on the mountain, the situation gets worse. Danny Dietz dies from his wounds. The remaining men, Marcus, Axe, and Murphy, continue resisting the Taliban. Murphy is also eventually killed in the battle. Marcus Luttrell and Axe Axelson are now left alone. Both are badly injured, dehydrated, and running out of ammunition. Axe is shot multiple times but continues fighting beside Marcus. Eventually, he is separated from Marcus during the chaos and is later killed. Marcus is now the lone survivor of the original four-man SEAL team. He is severely injured, bleeding, and barely able to move. He escapes through the mountains while Taliban fighters search for him. Meanwhile, the rescue effort begins. Because Murphy's call got through, a military helicopter carrying Navy SEALs and Army Special Operations soldiers is sent to help the team. But as the helicopter approaches the area, it is hit by a rocket-propelled grenade fired by the Taliban. The helicopter crashes, killing everyone on board. This tragedy turns the mission into one of the deadliest single incidents for U.S. Special Operations forces during the war in Afghanistan. Marcus has no idea that the rescue team has been lost. He continues crawling through the wilderness, injured and alone. Taliban fighters track him closely and find him several times. He hides in the rocks and forests, surviving through pure determination. At one point, Marcus is discovered by an Afghan villager named Mohammed Gulab. Instead of handing Marcus over to the Taliban, Gulab chooses to protect him. He brings Marcus to his village, gives him food and water, and treats his injuries as best he can. Gulab and the villagers follow a traditional Afghan code called Pashtunwali. Under this code, a person who asks for protection must be given shelter, even at great personal risk. By helping Marcus, Gulab puts himself, his family, and his entire village in danger. The Taliban soon learn that Marcus is hiding in the village. They arrive and demand that the villagers hand him over. Gulab refuses. The villagers stand together and protect Marcus despite threats and violence. Marcus remains hidden while Gulab sends a message to American forces explaining where he is. Eventually, U.S. troops organize a rescue mission and arrive near the village. A firefight breaks out between American soldiers and Taliban fighters, but the U.S. forces manage to reach Marcus. Marcus is finally rescued after days of being hunted in the mountains. He is taken away for medical treatment, but he learns that his three teammates, Michael Murphy, Danny Dietz, and Matthew Axelson, have all been killed. He also learns that the rescue helicopter was shot down, killing 16 more American servicemen. The ending honors the men who died during Operation Red Wings. Marcus survives physically, but he carries the emotional weight of losing his friends and teammates. The film makes it clear that survival was not only about his training, it was also about the sacrifice of his team and the bravery of the Afghan villagers who chose to protect him. The title, Lone Survivor, refers to Marcus Luttrell being the only survivor from his original four-man reconnaissance team. The story is ultimately about loyalty, courage, sacrifice, and the bond between soldiers who refuse to abandon one another even in impossible circumstances.